What's shaking, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Gardner Oat, founder and CEO of GEMS Intercontinental, an abbreviation for Gardner's English Mastery School Intercontinental, where we learn English the conversational and practical way. I am back again with another exciting episode on everyday conversations, and to be very specific, today we'll be taking a look at phrases you can use to say goodbye politely. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in. It's been a pleasure. Let's do this again soon. Now, this particular phrase helps you acknowledge pleasure, or rather it shows that you acknowledge pleasure and explicitly propose continuation of this particular engagement that you had. And of course, it shows sincerity and fosters an ongoing relationship. Now, you use this particular phrase after a pleasant meeting with a friend. It could be a colleague or a client, when you want to reinforce that you enjoyed the interaction and you plan to reconnect. So you need to say it using a warm, confident tone, and you smile. Maybe you even get to extend your hand or gesture lightly. Alright? Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. It was really nice talking to you. Take care. This particular phrase shows that you value the time you spent together and you really wish them well, which of course leaves them with a positive impression about you. So you use it after a meaningful chat. It could be a social, casual, business chat when you are parting ways. So you use this particular phrase at the very end of the conversation when you're parting ways, and make sure to use a friendly but calm tone. So when you are face to face, maintain eye contact and offer a slight nod, like this. Or you can even go ahead and smile like me. Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. Thanks for your time. Have a great day ahead. Now, this particular phrase expresses or rather, it acknowledges the other person's effort, and at the end, when you add have a great day, it gives a pleasant closing note. All right. So you use this particular phrase when you are wrapping up a professional meeting, a call, or when someone helped you. So make sure that you use a slightly formal tone, and which is mostly appropriate for workplaces or service contexts, and you speak clearly and sincerely. Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. I should get going now. Let's talk again soon. This particular phrase balances respect for the other person's time with positive intention for future interaction. It's a hallmark of emotionally intelligent farewells. So when you use this particular phrase when the conversation has lasted long, or when you need to depart but want to maintain the connection. So make sure you use a polite, slightly apologetic tone, and you might even place your hand or body in motion. And you could be standing, gathering, or maybe gather your belongings symbolically to show that you're just about to leave. Great. Let's get to the next phrase. I have enjoyed catching up with you. See you later. Now, I have enjoyed catching up with you affirms the positive connection. All right. And then at the very end, see you later implies future contact. And of course, it keeps it open and friendly. So you say this particular phrase when you're with friends, acquaintances, or when you expect to meet again with this particular person that you are having a chat with. So make sure that you use a warm, relaxed tone, a friendly body language. If face to face, make sure that you smile, or you can actually do a light wave. Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. Goodbye for now. Take care of yourself. Now, you use this particular phrase, goodbye for now is a polite and, a good way of acknowledging that you are parting for the moment. All right. So when you add take care of yourself at the very end, this particular part of the phrase adds warmth and concern. And of course, both make the farewell memorable. Both of those two parts of the phrases, they make the farewell very memorable. So you say it, at the end of a meeting, event, or when you may not see the person for a while. So make sure you say it in a calm, slightly slower tone. Maintain eye contact and a gentle smile if possible. Great, let's get to the next phrase. It's been great seeing you. Until next time. Now, this particular phrase acknowledges the positive moment, at the very beginning, great seeing you, and implies continuation. Until next time, which reinforces a connection, right? Now, you use it after a reunion or a meeting where you expect future interaction with the other person. So use a friendly, slightly upbeat tone, perhaps a handshake or even a hug if appropriate, all right? Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. Thanks for the lovely chat. Have a safe trip home. Right? It acknowledges the conversation and shows that you care about their next step. Right? Which adds empathy to the farewell. It adds empathy to the farewell. So it acknowledges the conversation and shows you that you care about. It shows that you care about their next step. All right? And remember, at the end of the day, the goal of communication is to empathize, right? And just pass a message clearly. Let's get to the next phrase. Now, you use this particular phrase when parting and the other person is heading somewhere, right? It could be home, travel, or they're going to the next event. And you make sure that you use a warm tone. If you know they're traveling or going home, nod to that context. Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. I look forward to our next meeting. Goodbye for now. It signals that you value the meeting and anticipate future interaction. Now, this kind of phrasing fosters professionalism and relationship building. Alright? Now, you use it at the end of a professional meeting, an interview, or formal social occasion where you expect to meet again. So make sure that you use a slightly formal tone, especially in business or next step contexts. Stand up or shake your hands if needed. Fantastic. Let's get to the next phrase. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you around. This particular phrase combines a well wish specific to time, okay? And as you have seen, enjoy the rest of your day. It could be the day, the rest of your evening, the rest of your time here, and it also matches it up with a conversational, see you around, which keeps the tone friendly and open. So you use this particular phrase in an informal or semi-formal settings toward the end of the day or for general parting, whenever you want to part ways. So you use a cheerful, warm tone, and you actually wave or you use a slight gesture. You could even actually nod, all right? Just to show them that you are very much interested. Now let's get to the next phrase. Sorry about that. I'm off for now. Take care and stay in touch. Now, why this particular phrase works is because you make your departure clear, all right? Be like, I'm off. And you express caring, take care. And you keep the connection open. It has three main important parts, right? You express your departure clearly, you express that you also care, and most importantly, you keep your connection open. So you use this particular phrase when you are leaving but expect to maintain contact with friends, network contacts, or other persons. And you have to say it in a friendly yet composed tone. So you may actually stand up and gather your items if you're in person. Let's get to the next phrase. Thanks so much for today. I appreciate your time. Now, this particular phrase recognizes someone's time signals, and it also respects and leaves a positive impression, all right? And you use it at the end of a meeting, a consultation, or interaction where someone invested effort and time. So remember, you need to use a clear and slightly professional tone and smile. Maybe you can even say their name while doing that. So thank you so much, Peter, for today. I appreciate your time, right? Let's get to the next phrase. I'll see you around. Have a great week ahead. See you around suggests a casual future contact, definitely, right? It's not formal, very formal, but it suggests that you would want to possibly see them in the near future. And then have a great week adds that optimism, it adds optimism, right? You hope for the best. You actually hope to see them. So you say this particular phrase with acquaintances or colleagues, and you expect colleagues that you actually expect to see again within a short time frame. Now, this is how you actually say it. You need to use a friendly, upbeat tone, casual body language. You can actually maybe wave, definitely. Let's get to the next and last phrase. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Let's stay connected. Now, when you use this particular phrase, you show that you value the interaction. I'm glad you value the interaction, and you propose future connection. I hope we stay connected, but let's stay connected, which is emotionally intelligent. You use this particular phrase after a meaningful conversation, networking event, or when you meet someone for the first time and you want to build a relationship. So you need to use a sincere, a calm tone, and maintain eye contact or a slight nod. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you're watching me from every corners of this earth, it has been an absolute pleasure hosting you here at GEMS Intercontinental, an abbreviation for Gardner's English Mastery School Intercontinental, where we learn English the practical and conversational way. So stay tuned until next time. Bye bye.